This is a fairly broad question. What makes you different from your opponent?
I think what makes me different from my opponent is right here in this resume. And there are several things. I mean, number one, I think I do bring a lot of budget, management, facilitation, and communication skills. When people look at me, they say, you've done a lot in the area of community volunteerism. Yes, I have, but I've had to make very difficult decisions when it's come to several of these nonprofit organizations that I've been on. I had to close a daycare center at the YWCO. I had to lobby to get the Taylor Grady House placed on the SPLOST ballot over in Athens, Clarke County for $1.4 million in renovations. So I know how to make tough decisions. I also feel that I am a hard worker, I'm dependable, and I'm visible. I try not to just give you my contact information, but I try to be visible out in the community so you can see me, you can talk to me at any time that you need to, you can ask me questions. So I think my experience out in the community and my willingness to work hard, my work ethic there, I think that's what differentiates me.
Well, I think we've agreed on several things as we've held these forums and talked to the public. I have the leadership skills that are geared towards government. I have taken every class to achieve the advanced certification that is offered by the state, by ACCG and by Carl Vinson Institute. I've geared, I mean, it's one of these things that it's so driven that the budget at UGA is not like the budget at Oconee County. They're two separate things. A business budget is different than a budget at Oconee County. So I have the necessary skills to work through the budget and work through every issue that comes up in Oconee County because I have taken the classes geared towards that. I'm a little bit different. You know, Clarke County is Clarke County. I'm working for Oconee County. I work for all the citizens in Oconee County. Tammy does a lot of work in Clarke County, but my focus is on you and this county specifically.
This next question is a very open-ended question. What has been the most difficult thing you've experienced on the campaign trail so far? Start with you, Tammy.
Well, this is my first campaign trail, and I would probably have to say maybe the forums, because in a lot of ways I'm more of a one-on-one communicator, and I like to be able to talk to you, for you to be able to respond back to me. And when we're getting these questions, I wish you all could see what Margaret and I are seeing and the looks on some of your faces. It's really hard to read some of you sometimes. Now sometimes, you know, you'll see a head go up and down, or you'll see somebody smile, or even sometimes we see people roll their eyes. Yes, we do see you doing that. But I think that it's important that we have the opportunity to get our position statements out to you, but then it's also very important for us to have the opportunity to interact with you one-on-one.
Well, I'm not the best speaker in front of a crowd, so that does make me nervous, but I have to tell you, the most tiring thing is the walking. Michael and I hit the Bogart area last week. There was a little thunderstorm coming up. You know, it was really hot. And I told him, I said, I think we need to go ahead now. Well, let's just hit a couple more houses. We're going to hit a couple more houses. And he pulled the car on down there. And I finally got down there and I said, it's fixing to storm. And I said, honey, we're fixing to have a wet t-shirt contest here. I said, because I'm sweating pretty bad. We've got to go. So, you know, but I love it. I mean, I've loved it. We've walked neighborhoods every campaign I've done. I might not hit your house. You can't walk and and knock on every door, but I do. I love meeting people, and, you know, it is tiring, but it's a good tire. I mean, so I appreciate everybody open their doors, and I've never had anybody slam the door in my face. They're always willing to listen and give me their thoughts, so I appreciate that.